Hey everybody, thanks for joining me. I'm Mike Drotis, Bible teacher and preacher, and you are watching Solving the Prophetic Puzzle. Today I want to share with you a dream about the soon coming rapture. In this dream, I was driving with my dad was driving and I was sitting next to him, and we were in the Shenandoah Valley. I don't know why it's always these dreams are about the Shenandoah Valley when I'm dreaming about the rapture. I don't live in the Shenandoah Valley. I live on the other side of the Blue Ridge Mountains, but I've had a couple of dreams now with rapture events occurring in the Shenandoah Valley. Anyway, my dad and I were driving around looking for some property to purchase, and we came upon some property that we liked, and we looked at it and we decided that we were going to buy it. There was one dead tree on the property, and I looked up in the tree, and in the tree there are some vultures hovering in the tree, and I thought to myself, well, this tree's got to go. I'm pretty good at handling a chainsaw. When we get this property, I'll take that tree down. Then as we got back in the car, we were going back home, I guess. My dad isn't even alive, but in the dream we were headed off the property, and suddenly the vultures left the tree and began to land on the car, and then they began to land inside the car. These vultures, I wasn't afraid. It didn't seem like they were attacking. They just wanted to land on my shoulder and land on my head, and I didn't want that, so I would pull them off and I would throw them out the window, and then we drove away from that event. And I thought about that event, and I thought about that dream, and the next morning when I was in prayer, the Lord gave me a verse, and it is in Matthew chapter 24, verse 28. New Living Translation. Just as the gathering of vultures shows that there is a carcass nearby, so these signs indicate the end is near. Now this is in Matthew chapter 24, and we understand that Matthew chapter 24, Jesus is talking about his return and the end days and the end times, and he's talking about signs, and he lists these signs: wars and rumors of wars, nations against nations, kingdom against kingdom, people group against people group, famines in various places, pestilence in various places, earthquakes, false Christ, false prophets, false teachings. All of these things will begin to escalate. The Lord says they will be like birth pains. And as a woman is ready to give birth, the birth pains become more and more intense and more frequently. And that's what Jesus was saying, that right before his time would come, these birth pains would happen. And when you see these birth pains, you know that when you see these signs, you know that he's coming back soon. And so here's where it really hits home. Part of my job as a secular job as a groundskeeper. And as a groundskeeper, it's my job to cut trees down, to mow the grass, to pick up trash, to keep the grounds looking good. And one of the things that I have to do as a groundskeeper is, in the event there is a dead animal, it is my job to locate the dead animal and remove it from the property. Especially during hunting season, sometimes people will hit a deer or shoot a deer, and the deer will come onto the property and then it will die, and it's my job to find these animals and remove them. So I've learned something. I begin to watch the vultures. Now vultures, if they're just looking for something, they'll just be flying around. Sometimes they'll fly around in a circle. They're just looking for something. But if you see a vulture in a tree, I begin to take notice. And if I see a cluster of vultures in a tree, I'm going to take even more notice. And if I see the vultures drop down from the tree onto the ground, then I know that they have found something, and I know that that is a sign that there is a dead animal there. The carcass is there. And that's what the Lord is telling us. We are seeing signs. I'm not talking now about vultures. We are seeing signs happen on the earth. We are seeing signs happen in the heavens. We are seeing signs happen on the earth. We are seeing signs happen under the earth. Things are moving at a faster and faster pace, where the Lord is coming back soon. The Lord is coming back soon. He's going to come back soon. It's going to be soon and sudden. So be prepared. Give your life to Jesus today. Today is the day of salvation. Hey, thanks for watching. If you haven't liked or subscribed, please do so. Stay tuned, because I always have a new teaching on the prophetic puzzle. God bless you. See you next time.